A natural land feature, like valleys, hills, or plains. Landform. A landform is a natural shape or feature on the Earth's surface. Imagine trying to organize your messy closet, where clothes, shoes, and accessories are all jumbled together. Just like sorting through your closet to create sections for different items, the Earth's surface organizes itself into distinct landforms, such as valleys, hills, and plains. The clutter in your closet represents the chaotic forces of nature, and the way you arrange everything into neat, functional spaces mirrors how natural processes shape the land into recognizable and organized features. A mountain through which lava flows to Earth's surface. Volcano. A volcano is an opening in Earth's crust that allows molten rock, gases, and ash to escape. Imagine you're trying to unclog a stubborn kitchen sink drain that's backed up with water. Just like the pressure builds up in the pipes until the blockage is cleared and the water flows out, a volcano is a mountain where pressure builds up from molten rock beneath the Earth's surface until it erupts as lava. In this analogy, the clogged drain is like the Earth's crust. The backed up water represents the molten rock, or magma, and the eventual flow of water simulates the lava flowing out of the volcano. A sudden shaking of rock in the Earth's crust. Earthquake. It is the release of energy in the Earth's crust that causes the ground to shake. Imagine the frustration of a traffic jam caused by a stalled car on a busy highway. Just as cars are lined up bumper to bumper, waiting for the blockage to clear, stress builds up in the Earth's crust as tectonic plates press against each other. When the car is finally moved, traffic surges forward, much like how the sudden release of built-up stress in the Earth's crust causes the ground to shake during an earthquake. In both scenarios, tension builds up due to an obstruction, and when released, there's a rapid movement that follows, be it cars surging forward or rocks shifting along a fault line. The process of dropping sediment by water or wind. Deposition. It is when particles carried by wind or water settle and accumulate in a new location. Imagine coming home with your hands full of groceries, and as you walk through the door, you automatically drop the bags on the counter. This is similar to how water or wind, after carrying sediment over a distance, comes to a stop and drops it in a new location. Just like you naturally deposit your groceries at a convenient spot when you no longer need to carry them, wind and water deposit sediment when they lose energy or the conditions change, leaving behind the materials they were transporting. A large mass of slow-moving ice and snow. Glacier. A glacier is a huge, slow-moving river of ice and snow formed from compacted snow over many years. Imagine trying to move a heavy piece of furniture across a carpeted room. Just like how you slowly push and slide the furniture inch by inch, a glacier moves in a similar manner across the land, but at a much larger scale. The glacier is like that piece of furniture. It's a massive body of ice and snow that gradually shifts its position over time due to gravity, carving out landscapes beneath it, just as the furniture might leave tracks or indentations in the carpet. The thin, rocky outer layer of Earth above the mantle is called the crust. The crust is the hard outer shell of the Earth where we live. Imagine you're holding a chocolate truffle with its delicate shell and rich filling inside. The Earth's crust is much like that thin chocolate shell. It's the outermost layer that encases the entire planet. Just as the shell is the first thing you touch when you pick up the truffle, the crust is the outer layer we stand on, covering the much thicker and denser filling, which in Earth's case is the mantle. Just as the chocolate shell encases and protects the filling, the Earth's crust serves as a protective layer over the molten and dynamic mantle beneath. The layer of rock between Earth's crust and core. Mantle. The mantle is a thick layer of rock inside Earth that moves slowly and affects how continents and oceans are shaped. Imagine you're trying to find that perfect middle layer in a sandwich that holds everything together without overwhelming the taste. Just like that crucial sandwich layer, the Earth's mantle is the intermediary between the crust, the bread, and the core, the filling, providing structure and support. The mantle, much like the sandwich's middle layer, ensures that the components above and below it stay in balance, maintaining stability and cohesion for the whole structure. The central part of the Earth, below the mantle, is the core. The core is the innermost layer of Earth, made mostly of iron and nickel, and it's responsible for generating our planet's magnetic field. Imagine trying to find the source of warmth in a cozy, heated room on a cold winter day. Just like the heater is hidden away but essential for keeping the room warm, the Earth's core is hidden beneath layers but is crucial for the planet's heat. The heater in the room is analogous to the Earth's core, as both are central sources of heat that influence their surrounding environments, even though they are not directly visible. A break in Earth's crust along which rocks move, fault. A fault is a crack in Earth's surface where sections of rock can slide past each other, causing earthquakes. Imagine walking on a sidewalk when you suddenly come across a crack where the two sides have shifted slightly apart. Just like this crack disrupts the smooth path you intended to walk on, a fault is a break in Earth's crust where sections of rock have moved relative to each other. In both cases, the crack represents a division where shifts have occurred. On the sidewalk, it's the concrete slabs moving apart, while in Earth's crust, it's the movement of rocks along the fault line. The point directly above the focus of an earthquake on Earth's surface is the epicenter. The epicenter is the spot on the Earth's surface right above where an earthquake starts underground. Imagine you're at a crowded party and someone spills a drink in the middle of the room. The immediate splash and wetness are felt at the center, but soon everyone around the spill starts feeling the effects as the liquid spreads. Similar to this, when an earthquake occurs, the initial spill or disturbance happens deep underground, called the focus. But the impact is first felt at the epicenter directly above it on the surface, just like how the splash's effects first reach those closest to the spill. In this analogy, the center of the spill is like the earthquake's focus, and the point on the floor where the spill is most intense, directly above the center of the spill, represents the epicenter on Earth's surface. Molten rock beneath the Earth's surface, magma. Magma is hot, liquid rock found beneath the Earth's crust. Imagine you have a pot of soup simmering on the stove, with bubbles occasionally breaking the surface. This bubbling soup is like magma, which is molten rock simmering beneath the Earth's surface, occasionally making its way to the top. Just as the soup bubbles up because of the heat from the stove, magma rises due to intense heat and pressure from the Earth's interior, waiting for any opportunity to escape, much like the soup bubbles waiting for a gap in the surface to release steam. Molten rock that reaches the Earth's surface. Lava. Lava is hot liquid rock that flows out of a volcano during an eruption. Imagine a pot of soup on the stove, simmering gently, and as it heats up, bubbles start to rise and occasionally spill over the edge. This is similar to how lava behaves, as it is molten rock that rises from deep within the earth and spills out when it reaches the surface. Just like the soup bubbling over due to heat, magma within the earth is heated and forced upward until it escapes as lava, overflowing like that soup from the pot and spreading across the surface. The processes which break down rocks. Weathering. Weathering is the process where rocks are broken down into smaller pieces by natural forces like wind, water, and temperature changes. Imagine trying to untangle a pair of headphones that have been jumbled up in your pocket for days. Just as those small, repeated movements slowly knot and wear down the cords, weathering involves the gradual breakdown of rocks through repeated natural forces. The tangled headphones and the rock both undergo processes that change their structure over time, whether it's the friction and tension of the cords or the wind, water, and temperature changes acting on the rock. The process in which rock is worn away and transported by water, wind, or ice is erosion. Erosion is when natural forces move bits of rock or soil from one place to another. Imagine trying to keep a sandcastle intact on a busy beach as waves continuously wash over it and other beachgoers walk by. Just as the relentless movement of water and footsteps gradually dismantles and disperses the sand, erosion involves the gradual wearing away and transportation of rock by natural forces like water, wind, or ice. In both scenarios, whether it's the sandcastle on the beach or the rock in nature, the constant action of external forces breaks down and carries away material bit by bit, altering the original structure over time. A ridge of rock debris deposited by a glacier. Moraine. A moraine is a pile of rocks and soil left behind by a moving glacier. Imagine you're cleaning your house, and as you move from room to room, you push piles of dust and debris ahead of you until they form a line at the edge of a room. This is similar to how a glacier moves across the land, pushing rocks and debris in front of it until they pile up into a ridge called a moraine. Just as your cleaning efforts gather dust into a noticeable line, a glacier's movement collects and deposits rock debris into a distinct ridge, marking the boundary of its path. The sudden movement of loose rock and soil down a slope. Landslide. In simple terms, a landslide is when a lot of rocks and earth on a hillside suddenly falls or slides down. Imagine you're trying to carry a stack of precariously piled books up a flight of stairs, and suddenly they all tumble down. Just like the books, a landslide occurs when loose rock and soil on a slope can no longer hold together, causing everything to rush downward. In this analogy, the books represent the unstable materials on a slope. The stairs are the slope itself, and the sudden tumble illustrates how gravity can cause everything to collapse quickly when the balance is disturbed. A soil layer different from the layers above and below it in particle size or pH. Soil horizon. A soil horizon is a distinct layer within the soil that differs in color, texture, structure, or composition from other layers. Imagine you're organizing your bookshelf, and you notice that one particular shelf holds a mix of large hardcover books, while the others are filled with small paperbacks or magazines. This shelf is like a distinct soil horizon, where it stands out due to the difference in size and possibly the pH or themes of the books compared to the layers above and below it. Just as each shelf has its unique composition and purpose, soil horizons have distinct characteristics, such as particle size or pH, which differentiate them from the layers surrounding them, contributing to the soil's overall structure and function. Decayed plant and animal matter in soil. Humus. Humus is the dark, organic material in soil formed from the decomposition of plants and animals, helping to enrich and maintain soil health. Imagine trying to clean out your closet, getting rid of old clothes and items you no longer use to make space for new things. Just like clearing out the closet creates room for new and useful items, decayed plant and animal matter, or humus, enriches the soil, making it fertile for new plant growth. In this analogy, the old clothes represent the decayed organic matter. The closet is like the soil. And the new items signify the nutrients and space created for plants to thrive. showing how both scenarios involve transformation and renewal. The upper layer of soil where plants grow. Topsoil. Topsoil is the rich, fertile layer of soil on the Earth's surface that provides nutrients and support for plants to grow. Imagine trying to find a book in a large, cluttered library where everything is stacked randomly. Just like you need to sift through the top layers of books to find the one you're looking for, plants rely on topsoil as the initial layer they interact with to access nutrients. The topsoil is like the top layer of that cluttered library. It's where all the essential materials are found, enabling plants to grow and thrive. Much like finding that important book allows you to gain knowledge. A cross-section of soil that shows the different layers' horizons. Soil profile. A soil profile is a vertical slice through the soil, showing its layers like a layered cake. Think about organizing your closet, where you have different shelves for various items like shoes, clothes, and accessories. Just like your closet is divided into sections for better organization, a soil profile is a cross-section of soil that reveals its different layers, known as horizons. Each layer in the soil profile, like the shelves in your closet, serves a unique purpose and contains different materials, such as organic matter or minerals, helping you understand the overall composition and function of the soil.